Hello again, Keith Loki back with episode 37 on the colony, and for some reason this decided to just plop right off. I'm not 100% sure what happened, but at least it didn't blow up. And it's back on. I'm probably going to move it over to the other side though, just to be safe. In this video we're probably going to bring down... Actually, I just need to jump into the main craft and see what we got. Because in the prior video, we upgraded our mining ability at our logistics crafts. So now we have higher productivity at the two logic master miners for water, minerals, metallic ore, and substrate. So we don't have to worry about them too much. If we run out, we can just jump to them. As long as we have a couple days of supplies, we can just pump it back up, and then this place will be able to produce again. And then we jump back out, get more, so on and so forth till we reach a certain criteria. But since that's covered now, we need to now figure out our next steps. So we brought out more material kits. What could we use? Specialized parts, exotic minerals, rare metals, cyclables. Those are going down at a slow pace. Let's actually turn on machinery. We will need to switch up our crew soon. Within, let's see, 105 days. So probably in the next video or two, we will be switching up the crew because... Okay, there's what we're going to bring down. We're going to bring down a stockpile of specialized parts. So that is our mission today. We're going to bring out specialized parts to this place. We're probably just going to put them in order. No, we'll bring them down. I want a good tonnage of them. Probably a ton of them, actually. Because we can produce the material kits on base. No problem. We have the required resources due because we have the multiple miners pumping into this main base that is then able to produce material kits no problem at all. What we need now is a good stockpile of specialized parts since we cannot produce them here. So let's see. We can bring down another caribou. One moment. Sorry about that. Just an important text message. Previous texture, previous. These have any option. There we go. Specialized parts right there. 10k. So we can do that. Let's actually think about this, because maybe we can bring out a habitat. Yeah, that would increase our total oh, don't know if you guys heard that, but okay, we don't need that. This thing has inventory. Yeah, we could bring out a whole bunch of specialized parts. 15k in total. Excuse me. Plop this off. We can put descent engines on. Okay, no, those could descend to the surface, I believe. And they produce monopropellants, so we'd be able to do something with those. So what we could do, plot wheels on both sides. And then how much can this hold? Where is it? Oh wait, no, that's the same size one. I want the smaller one. Previous. Okay, that's what we'll do. What we'll do is we'll put 2 small ones on, meaning we'll be able to put wheels on those. And with it being only this long, it will also be balanced, meaning we do not have to worry about balancing this thing. What we will need is the proper probe core. And we'll plop in a control module. How much power does that thing have? Oh, did not mean to do that. Previous. So, specialize, specialize. Problem with this is I don't know if it has enough power. Tracking all the wheels. We're going to go ahead and just throw an engine on the back. Yeah, it doesn't seem like it has enough fuel in it. So we'll throw on that. Oh. Yeah, I don't want to risk it too much, so we're going to actually go for the bigger one. So that should be enough fuel for it. Where's the stack separator? Because I don't want to carry this thing with us. Not the right size. Can never seem to find the parts I am always looking for. There it is. Put that there. Just want to get a nose cone on the front. We'll just ditch that when we get to our location. Forgot to lock the screen so I don't go off. And I can't even lock the screen. I hate Mousinator. It works half the time and then doesn't work at all the other times. But what's annoying about it is it activates, so you know it's working. Just be a second while I try to get this rectified. Oh look, it works now. But it's on the wrong screen. Okay, so we got that set up. Then we're actually going to do a little bit of a rearrange because I don't want to end up having these parts stick around. I would prefer to have prefer to have the control modules drop off afterwards. Where are they? Where are they? Rovers. So those will be just ripped right off after we're done. And we'll put a flexo tube on either side of this, if I can find it. Flexo tube. So then we can connect to it and then use it as a intermediary to other sections. So that goes on there. Throw on this. That is a shitty amount of thrust. So we're just gonna actually bump up the thrust level. So we don't want to be dicking around with thrust. So there we got our transfer stage. Now, turn off the center of mass. So what we can do, instead of going to a different size, now what is the engine size for this point? Not that one. I forget. So we can probably put another tank on here. Yep, we can. Now we just need some triple pack boosters. And we're just going to go ahead and throw on the biggest mofo of a solid rocket booster. Because we know that's just going to work. That's the best thing about them, you just know they're going to work. Okay, those are fun there. Special storage. Oh yeah, and we actually need to inventory. I almost forgot again. I need to actually include flexotubes. Bump that up to 4. And then we will also throw on some of those. And I almost forgot. What am I doing? I'm not the brightest bulb in the bunch today. Wait, what am I... I'm really not the brightest bulb in the bunch today. Damn it. Okay, there we go. So we got our ship set up. Special storage, we got 5,000, 5,000, 15,000 stuff. Specialized parts. Okay. Did I... Oh no, I need control from here. No, control from here. There we go. I hate every time I forget to select control from here when you have a multiple probe core craft. Really screws stuff up. Especially when you're doing your first descent maneuver. We'll just wait out the brunt of the atmosphere. Now we just need to make sure we don't go through all our monopropellant. Even though these things have a good reaction control, I don't want to have to use all of it. It's always good to have a little bit left. How much electric charge do we have? Oh, I forgot to put solar panels on this. Does this have an alternator? It does. Does this have an alternator? It does not. Okay, we're going to... Where has electric charge? We're going to lock that one off, just to be safe. Oh, that is considered a warehouse. Nice. But we don't have... We are going to block that off for electric charge, so... Once we get on our way towards our target, we won't have to worry about that running out of power. What? Oh yeah, I actually don't need to do that. I forgot about that. And I actually forgot about that we were going... I wasn't paying attention. And I'm thrusting the wrong way. If I want to bring up our orbit, I'm going to have to thrust this way. I screwed up very much. I need to bring the orbit down to me. If we're lucky, it will work. If we're not lucky, we're going to fall back into the atmosphere. And I think we're just going to fall back into the atmosphere. Let's revert back to launch because I screwed up. This time we're going to keel over a lot farther. Meaning we won't be wasting so much stuff going up and more going sideways. Control from here. If we're lucky, we won't burn up either. I can't guarantee that though. We're already up to 25k. I just gotta keep it on the center line. Which isn't that easy with a craft this size. Oh, shoot. So we lost our nose cone. Might as well just get rid of that. Oh, I thought that was going to destroy us. I don't know why I was still thrusting. Okay. So we lost the nose cone, which isn't that much of an issue. It just means we dropped a little bit more weight. Now we just need to wait till we get to an altitude that's suitable. The best thing about this craft being symmetric is when we get to the planet, it's going to be easy to land. Because with this and this being at the same distance and all of our weight being pretty much in the dead center, or equally on both sides, we won't have to worry about it being uneven. Well, maybe a little bit because I did put those RTGs on there. I should have divvied them up between the two, but it's too late now. Would have been a brighter idea, but they're only a few tenths of a ton. This should be able to get us to orbit, and then we can start a burn towards Minimus. As long as everything works out, we should be able to land no problem. Oh, there was a reason I put those on the outside. More balance. It's too late now. Screw it. Let's speed this up a little bit. And we are in the atmosphere now. I just want to get a little bit closer to the height of the Apo. I don't want to end up getting elliptical orbit. Just more difficult to do flights in elliptical orbits. I don't like them. And we'll start burning here. Oh, shoot. Good enough. We got an elliptical orbit. There's nothing I can do about it. Set as target. And hey, we are going to just go straight for Minimus. So we should be able to get an encounter with Minimus, no problem. And then we just gotta land this thing. There's all the... Come on, start moving towards each other. Okay. We might have to just move this orbit over, which I believe this one might be it. Oh my god, I hate this friggin' thing. Stop spinning. Oh, it's because I still have it set to that. Shit. Okay, maybe it's this way. Okay, we're just going to go ahead and do the tweaking manually. Okay, that's probably the best we're going to get right now. Not too much of a burn, and will leave us with about 400 delta V in the second last stage. How much monopropellant do we have left? Still over about half a tank. Okay, get off. We're at, let's bring us down just a little bit. Well, as far as we can go, actually, before it starts going back up. The closer we get to the planet, the easier this whole maneuver will be. Bring it down to 200 if we can. And that's as far as we move down. I'll be right back in a moment. Sorry about that, I just had to use the washroom. So we're well on our way to Minimus. And meaning we are going to have a new habitat out there, which should hopefully beef up our habitat to a bit of a more suitable level. Meaning we won't have to worry too much about them being tuckered out. I wish I could check how much room we have on this. I think we actually can. No, we can't. I was hoping we could, so I could just check, get a general estimate of what our new habitat rating would be. Doesn't give me a permission there. Come on. There we go. Focus view. Ooh, we're right on a polar orbit. And we should be good there. Now, we want to move towards that. Those friggin' wheels. I wish they would stop spinning when you're in space. But they won't. And this would leave us with a fair bit of delta V left. A total of 360 on that, and a little bit under 1200 delta V, which will be enough to do our required maneuvers. Excuse me, I'm getting coffee for some reason. And then we still have the delta V from the monopropellant, which will be restocked with us using the fuel from the these two tanks on the rover, meaning we won't have to worry too much about delta V. Need be, we can just start thrusting with the final stages rover, or the rover's monopropellant engines, meaning we won't have too much of an issue. Now we just gotta figure out where. Oh, it's right. No, that's not it. Where is it? Ah, it's over here. So we just need to get to the retrograde, and then we can start our descent maneuver. We'll probably only have to do one orbit around the planet before we can start descending. We're probably going to use up a lot of this last stage, actually. Start burning off the last of that monopropellant a little bit. Bring this down. To a reasonable level. No. Oh. We'll start tilting this over. Once we ditch this stage, also we'll be dropping another 12 tons, but a lot of our weight is just in the top of the craft. Okay, what the hell? It started to act like it was doing it, but then... So yeah, our flights out to Minimus have not really been that efficient. Because I got out here on... in a 5-day timeline. It's kind of interesting, actually, because it's only been 5 days since this left Kerbin. And with most of our flights, we're doing 30 days. So if I start doing a more efficient burns, I can shave off 25 days to the whole round trip. Actually, more than that. I can do better than that, most likely. Okay, we're going to want to bring up that other end, just because I don't want to be going this slow around the planet. We just need to bring it up 3K. Probably use the last, or a portion of our last bit of delta V. We still have 103. So we should be able to burn ourselves down to the planet with that. Okay. We want to get down here. And bring us down. Go to that. Actually, if we're lucky, we should be able to get pretty close, and then we can do the last of the flight with those little engines. I wish we would just toggle a switch to include RCS and thrust, and they would start using the corresponding button itself. Kind of like a full power button to the engines. Okay. So we just need to wait and see. No, we want to go to the opposite way. No, maybe. Yeah, this is the right one. Okay, that should be the final maneuver. We want to go into the retrograde maneuver. And after this stage burns out, we're going to have to right click on this bad boy to switch to it. So if we don't, we're going to have issues. Still is 51, so we can knock off about a quarter to a third of our full delta V. Oof. Let's do a quick save. And right about now. Ooh, 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 ooh. Control from here. Go to retrograde. I just hope that doesn't, Oh yeah, it's fine. So we'll thrust against this till we start going back that way, and then we'll land. I love these little mods, or caribou mod. Once you get it actually figured out and a good balanced craft, it's nice. But with all vehicles, if you can't balance something out, it just goes to shit. I should have really put... Every damn time I forget to friggin' put these damn wheels into a friggin' action group. So I have to friggin' dick around and try to find them. So that goes that engine. Blew up right on impact. We might actually land pretty much well right on top of it. And we'll just park this along the side of the other craft. Get everything piped up together, use some specialized parts and all that, and then go ahead and do whatever else we need to do. God, those engines are freaking scary if they're not pointing the same way. Down to 13 meters per second, only a couple 200 meters left. .6. And the Eagle has landed. And the Eagle has bounced. Down, 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 down. Oh, come on, come on. Shut down engine. Shut down engine. Okay, which way am I pointing? Okay, turn you off. Toggle torque. If we're lucky, this thing will actually have enough traction because it is currently weighing 89 tons. It's probably one of the most weighty items I've brought down to the planet. And the hell with it. I'll leave the other parts on, just because. And I'll leave the little engine on, because they're nice to have. So we need to drive over there and park right beside that other thing. Whoa! Oh. Okay. We're going to disable the back motors. The reason I'm disabling the back motors is if they activate, they'll give traction and lift you up. Well, the front motors are in front of the center of mass, so they can't really lift up the center of mass. So if you're ever making a rover, it's a good idea to look into the options for disabling motors and also locking steering. Because if you're having, like, I could probably lock steering. I don't really like locking steering because I haven't done it compared to the motors very much. Unlock steering, lock steering. I don't know how much it affects stuff. Also, I might be actually starting a new series probably next week sometime. I don't know the exact posting day for it. It might be on Tuesdays and Thursdays. It might be Mondays, Wednesdays, and Fridays, depending on how many episodes I can get. Because it's not going to be just me. It's going to be me and 3 of my buddies playing Zombie Army Trilogy. We're going to play through that together. I saw it on sale on Steam for 4 copies for $37 instead of, I think it was $159.99 for 4 copies. So I was just like, screw it, I'll buy it. I just got my taxes back, so I was like, hell, I'll go ahead and buy that crap. Mainly because they've gotten me buzzed a few times some nights, so I might as well hit them back. So this means we have a little more habitation to our base. 105 once we, or 275 once we pipe this in. We'll see how much extra it has. I don't know if I actually altered the. Oh yeah, I did. Because it's 6. No, that's 16.2 is because of. I'm confused. Whatever. As soon as we get this piped in, we'll be good for specialized parts for a little while, because it's like a 1-to-10 ratio. So if we need 5,000 or 500 parts or material kits, we need 5 machine parts. 5,000 we need. Wait, that's fucking 1 in 100. It's 1 in 10, I believe. If need be, we can just slow ourselves down with monopropellant for the win. Okay, I want to just park right beside that. Like, as best as I can. Because we can easily pipe up to that, and then we just gotta go get Chadzol. Did I put Chadzol back in the correct pod? I think I did. If not, I'm gonna be displeased with myself. And why aren't you locked? I locked you. Okay, turn off the RCS. I should have really set this up on the moon. It's a little bit closer and a little bit harder to land on, but it's an easier orbit and a better gravity. Because right now, this gravity is pretty much nothing. So it's kind of hard to properly set stuff up. We'll just use the mono repellent to slide ourselves over. Come on, come on, come on. We just need to lock the brakes. And then that means we have access to supply or specialized parts. Chadzol. Meaning we now have the ability to produce craft. Backflip. Lucky there's no gravity on here because your suit would have ruptured with that. Okay. We'll leave the other parts on for now. So we want to... So remember that number, 275. Once we pipe this up, it might be changing. I hope it changes because it'd be a nice little change for it. Oh no, I don't need all four. I just need one. Oh! We almost ripped off that solar panel, even though it wouldn't be a terrible thing because we could just put on a new one, but oh, that was so close. I feel like a boss right now. Link. So that is now piped into our base. So we have 15,000 specialized parts, we have storage for it, so we can actually, instead of flying something down and bringing it close, we can just go ahead and bring something into orbit, or land it anywhere on the planet with a warehouse option and just pipe it right into it, or pump it right into it. I'll probably just do the logistics option. It's just easier. Okay, what do we have? Why isn't that considered a habitat? Yeah, I don't know why that isn't considered a habitat. Okay. Maybe because there's no part or machine parts in it. Let's see. Do we make much machine parts on our way here? Where are they? Machinery. Oh yeah, I needed specialized parts for that. How quickly is our specialized parts going down? How quickly is machinery going up? Okay, we're gonna fill up on machinery. Because that means we're gonna be well set off for production. Because the higher the machinery count, the better everything else produces. Like you can see some of the other parts are ticking up in production speed. And we are now at full load of machinery parts. Meaning we can shut off machinery. So everything's full of machinery now. Meaning everything has a higher efficiency, I guess. productivity, vessel productivity, where? Yeah, I think it's... So yeah, it just means we have a little bit of extra productivity. Not a lot, just a little. Only a couple points for substrate and such like that. But it's better than nothing. It means we can produce over time a lot more. Like, I think even supplies went up a little bit. Let's actually... Life support is on. Did that even affect anything? Because I did upgrade stuff. Yeah, we didn't actually get any effect from the habitat, which is kind of shitty, but... Yeah, that's the one we need on. That doesn't do anything. Start life support. Nothing. Missing mulch. So we're still producing fertilizer. Fertilizer is going up or down? I actually don't know. We might have to actually produce a new one of those, but we are almost at the 15-minute mark, so I'm going to go ahead and end that video here. This video, we got that radiator that fell off reattached, but we also got our specialized parts on. We filled up our machinery also, so everything's producing at a little bit of a quicker rate. And we got enough now to start producing parts on the planet, except for material kits. I might have to bring more material kit storage, material kit storage, which shouldn't be too difficult. It will just allow us to make more room for material kits so we can make bigger craft, but I'll most likely be producing a lot of the future craft right over here. So the videos might end up being shorter than usual. But if you liked the video, leave a like. If you dislike the video, leave a dislike. I'd love to hear from you also, so leave a comment to tell me why you disliked the video, even if it's just telling me to go fuck myself. I'm fine with that. If you want to see future updates by me, I update Monday to Friday and sometimes on the weekends. Go ahead and drop a subscribe to the channel. I thank you for watching. My name is Keith Loki, and you have a good night.